Cody Collier, welcome to the Tiger Run Race Report. How are you, brother?
Great, Leonard. Happy to be here. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Little technical difficulties this morning or this evening, so I'm a little off kilter. Everybody noticed my backdrops a little off, so I apologize. But we'll get this race report taken care of for you and find out how it went at the Tiger Run.
Oh yeah. No, it went good. Yeah, for the youth race that morning, started downpouring around 9 a.m. I think the micros got to avoid part of it, but it looked like they were pretty wet when they got off the track too. And then the youth got to see them do a few laps out there, and they were soaked poured for their entire race. Our race got postponed until the youth race got postponed until 10 o'clock, and then we didn't start until 11:30 or so.
So did it rain the whole time during your race?
It stopped 10 minutes before the start.
Did that make a difference?
Oh, a world of difference. It stopped raining like 10, 20 minutes before the start. Sun came out like 10 minutes before the start. Really started drying it out. It was sloppy the first couple laps for the AM race, but then halfway through the race it started to get nice and get some ruts and dry out a little bit. For the PM race, it actually turned out to be really nice track. Needed the rain, I guess. The dirt took it well.
Well, that's good. It's good that it was a good event for everybody. I know that Hannah won.
Yep.
And Jess got third, but was it Osborn that got second?
Yep. Kate got second. Looked like it was kind of split up. Like there were some gaps there, but Hannah won the class and got sixth overall for the day.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, borderline top 5 for them is where they should be consistently, and they normally are. So inside that top 10 is where the top 2-3 should be every single race.
Really?
Yeah.
Really. That's the piece that I seen written, one of the girls posted that it was a tough race and that she pulled it off in the end. So I don't know if she ran in the lead the whole time or how that worked out for her.
Not sure. No, I didn't check like lap times and stuff, but just checked out the end results.
Yeah, that's all I had time to do too. Which is horrible. I know you got second and Brandon won, but I didn't see how it all shook down for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it went. Brandon smoked us. I caught a tree second lap, caught a kicker. Overshot corner, caught tree with my rear tire so hard that like my body weight bent my bars down. So I rode tucked all day. Just tough to hang on to. Just kind of rode my race. It was good enough for the second, but we'll be ready for the next one. But yeah, Brandon smoked us. Landed in it. Ended up getting third. The Hayden Mickelson was in third for most of that last lap, from what I hear, and overshot corner on a downhill and got caught up in some trees.
So explain to me again what happened to you.
There's a left-hand corner out of a fast section. There's a big nasty kicker coming into the corner, and I caught it too hard and tried to hop it. I ended up catching it and rode the front wheels past the corner and caught a tree with my rear tire, and ended up pretty much bringing me to a dead stop. It bounced off of it, but like my weight from coming forward bent the bars down.
So it bent the bars. They didn't.
They rolled them down.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, damn, dude, bending handlebars like that's freaking heroic right there.
Yeah, no, they budged down. They budged down a good bit. I couldn't get them to go back up. Tried to bar hump them and whatnot, but just couldn't get it to go.
How did you run in second most of the day or the whole day?
I got a bad start, messing with controls and stuff on the start, trying to get the GoPro to go. Normally I press start on it. Someone had walked by and pressed start. And so I turned it off whenever I clicked the button and was trying to get it to go before the start, and it just didn't happen. So, but biffed the start of this round and got my goggles blown apart the first lap, came through the pack, was in third at the end of the first lap, a good bit back. And then was starting to like feel race pace and stuff and starting to like try to make up time and caught that kicker. And that was pretty much the end of that day, just riding tucks. So rode the best pace I could. Caught Landon at the end of that second lap. His 4-wheel drive went out. So that's why he was off pace that day. got by him. I was like, well, Landon's having issues, going by him. He let me around into second. I was way behind Brandon that second lap, and I was like, well, the race for the lead's not really there. I'm not feeling like pushing any harder than this today, and settled in for the second.
Is it super difficult on those machines to fix a handlebar issue like that?
No, it's handlebars are handlebars. I run the same exact bars I did on the 450 on the 4x4.
Yeah, but as far as to fix that issue during the race,
same bolts, same clamp setup. It would be same process.
you not take too much time to fix it that you wouldn't gain the time back.
I was too far back that didn't matter, and I was so far ahead of third it didn't matter.
Just made a logical decision not to do any extra.
Yeah, if I was in a tight battle and I was like, I can't charge with this and I need it, that would be one thing. But Brandon was so far out and I was so far out on third with Landon having issues, I didn't worry about it.
I didn't. I'm going to have to apologize. I did not get my homework done before this race, and I promised I was going to have all the names down and be on point, and obviously I got an F. But I wanted to do this. Is it Steve Harrell? Harrell? Okay.
Harrell.
That guy is on fire.
Yeah, really putting on a show in the XC2, 4 for 4 on the number 12 machine of Steven. Yeah, just been super consistent, wants it all year, never gives up, just keeps putting in his laps and taking care of business. Yeah, he won by a big margin from what I believe, from what I know, and making it look easy. But Brand got seconds. I know Steven got a great start, first or second into the woods, and I don't know how that race shook out because I did the Racer TV broadcast and we were stuck on the XC1 battle. But Steven running great, Brandon getting second, and then Elwar coming through the pack and getting that third place spot on the last lap of the next last lap.
Yeah, he's staying really consistent too. Those first three guys are super, super consistent. What place is Steve getting overall?
10th, like right on. He got 10th again this weekend. I think he's got 2 or 3 tenths this year.
I wonder what it's going to be like when he gets to the pro class. Is he already ready?
It's different. It's a whole different ball game. He's not quite there, but see where he's at the end of the year. If he keeps riding like this, he's catching in the back of the pack XC1 guys here and there, but racing against them is another thing.
How far? What's the gap between them when they start?
30 seconds, I believe.
So if he's catching the back marker guys, 12th, 11th place guy, then he's doing something right, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not taking away from him at all, but like it's one thing, we've talked about this when you're feeling good and you got all that confidence. I'm winning the race. I'm running away from everybody. Oh, I'm catching the row in front of me. That's one mindset to be in. It's another one when you're the guys in the front and you're riding with everything you have and you're racing for the 11th, 12th, and you got the guy from the row behind you catching you. That's a whole different mindset. But
right.
Yeah, it's hard for everyone to adjust starting out.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've ever seen a rider go from the A to pro or pro-am to A, or even from a B class to an A class, there's always a transition. You get an occasional guy that will transition and just is instantly okay, but
yeah,
it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, right now, you see that from guys that are in the row back at top 5s from XC2 here and there. That's when you're ready to move up to the pro class and be one of the guys. So it's great that he's doing consistent top 10s, but got to work on a couple things. But he's close.
Wow, that's great that he's doing that well and being that focused and I mean the points are stretching away. Those guys are going to have to do something to reel him back in. Even though there's 12 rounds that 8 to go, it's still you let him go too far and it's over.
Oh yeah. I believe they're running amateur points, so it's not such a big deal. But he's just clicking off wins, and you can't make up points if he's winning every round.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty crazy to see how that all. We're going to have to watch that battle more consistently so we can figure it out. Your top three in XC1 points are 4 points separating those three.
Yeah. Bryson was leading the race early this weekend. Got a great start. Got the first early, and his upper right A-arm bolt, the nut backed off, and the bolt started to back out, and the A-arm started swapping on him. So he had to pull back into pits and get a nut on that bolt and to get back out there. So he lost a good bit of time and came through 26th at the end of the first lap. So
to 10th.
All the way 11th.
11th
10th
in the pro class.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, Steven got that 10th overall.
That's
great comeback ride from him. He was putting down 30 seconds a lap faster than the leaders, so he was cooking coming through the pack.
Wow. I didn't see the lap times. I could only see the finishes. I guess Cole at the end was catching Hunter.
Oh, they were all over each other. Cole led here a couple of times. Junior led at one point. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it and you like this, go check out the Racer TV broadcast from this weekend. The Walker Fowler showed up. He commentated for some of the race. I was there. Johnny G's in there. Mikey Waynes. As Zach Aaron. Yeah, there's a bunch of us in there. A lot of fun to watch. Action-packed weekend for sure. They got the drone coverage of the race. I get to see a lot of stuff go down.
I'm going to have to probably check that out. But
it's good coverage this weekend.
Yeah, I seen they did a little interview with Walker, and that's excellent to see that him out and about. He's been kind of incognito, silent, so that he's not out there for anybody to see.
Yeah, he's taking care of himself, getting back to 100% and taking some time off. And he's active on social media nowadays, posting. He's getting restless on that couch, so he's posting some memories and stuff, wanting to get back to it.
Yeah, I've seen a few things, but he's not talking too much. Trust me, he's got an open invitation to come on the show anytime, so that we can talk about 2022, and then obviously I wanted to talk about 23, but nothing's happened for him other than a pre-race injury.
Yeah, reach out. He was on the Split Line Off-Road show not too long ago, so just reach out. I'm sure he'd love to be on. But
did you get to talk to?
What is it?
Did you get to talk to any of the guys after the race?
Did not. We booked on out of there. We had an 8-hour drive home, 9-hour drive home. So
in bad weather.
It wasn't bad. It was windy, very, very windy, blowing the rig around. But it was just a truck and trailer this weekend. But it was very windy on the way home.
Wow, that seems like a really good race. How long till the next round?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. So not this weekend, but the following weekend.
And where's that one going to be?
Camp Coker in Society Hill, South Carolina. It's one of my favorite tracks of the year. It's sandy, but it's got a lot of trees there, so it gets really rooty. So really rough and technical track.
Do the speeds come down on that track?
A lot of sections. It's got its open sections, but it gets so chopped out. It's got to plan out your sections. You got to be smart about it.
Nice. Do you think that Bryson is going to recoil back in good fashion, barring anything unforeseen?
Oh yeah. No, he's the only person that's going to be himself right now. He was 30 seconds a lot faster than the leaders last weekend, but we'll see what happens. He was coming through the pack, but he was able to just ride his race and focus on just going as fast as I can. Leaders had the other one to worry about, so it'll be interesting. For sure.
Do you think that the battle between the lead group, the lead three, slowed them down and caused them not to pull off faster lap times, or is Bryson just that much faster?
It's hard to tell. It's a little both, and you don't know how hard Bryson was pushing because he he wasn't going to win the race. It was just kind of make up points but don't mess up. And there's a lot of different angles. I haven't got to talk to them, get all their perspectives. Don't put words in their mouths, But the pace Hunter and Cole were riding, it's hard to beat that pace. But I imagine Bryson was able to go faster, not having to look over his shoulder the whole time.
Right. Hunter was pretty excited. Would that have been Cole's first win?
No, Cole's won several times.
Okay.
Hunter won a few times now. Junior's still looking for his first win. I think everyone else that was up front already has a few wins. So it was a close race out front. McClure looked really good early. I'm not sure what happened to him. He kind of shuffled around, dropped back to like 7th, I think, at one point, and passed back up to 5th. McGill ran really strong all day. They only finished like less than a minute off that lead pack going into the last lap. They were pretty close. So it was a all day out front.
It was a good race then for everyone. It could have one of the guys in 4th or 5th could have moved forward if the leaders would have had something happen and bottled them up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was like that the first 3 laps. They were very, very close. Like within the top 5 were within, I'd say 45 seconds. That's
didn't Adam McGill get 4th?
Yeah. Yeah, him and McClure were very close to the lead trio.
Well, they're wily veterans. I mean, they have tricks up their sleeve and they still ride really, really well.
Oh yeah. McGill's looking really good right now. For some of you, everyone probably knows by now Adam's dealing with his Lyme disease and dealing with it really well and having some of his best rides in the last couple of years right now, super consistently. I think he's finished inside the top 5 every single round this year, maybe except round 1. But
I probably would have to do a little research to figure out how he has to change his diet or his workout to deal with that.
Yeah, he said he doesn't drink as much anymore, but I'm sure it's not what he wants to be doing, but he's definitely taking care of himself.
Well, he's already a big personality without alcohol, so like you can imagine what he's like when he's drinking.
Oh yeah, he normally has a couple sips after every race. So,
well, that's awesome. Fun. Well, I'm looking forward to round 5, and great job this weekend finding out all the details for us, and I hope that you came out of there unscathed. Because you're still leading the points. It actually, the point total opened a little for you, didn't it?
No, it definitely went down. Maybe overall it opened, but I'm worried about Brandon and Landon for the championship, so playing long game on them. So, but yeah, I think I gained 1 point in the overall standings within the class, but Brandon gained 5 points on me this weekend. But lost the battle, not the war. Just knew I wasn't in the spot to make up the time, so let it go and ready to regroup, not do something stupid and regroup for round 5. Yeah,
he looked pretty excited in the photos that I seen at the finish.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Big win, kicked our butts.
Well, hey, yeah, you've gotten them too, so it's everybody's out there doing their best. So.
Yeah, no, he deserved it. He rode awesome. Not going to take anything away from his ride, anything he's doing. So just I'm going to be ready next time.
There you go. Tighter technical, going to make it better, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, Big Buck's always a track I struggle with. Just how it's hard to keep a flow there, and it's super hard pack, and there's not my riding style that Big Buck. But I've been lucky and gotten a couple wins there over the last few years, and just ready to get back to some real dirt.
Well, that's awesome. Cody, I want to thank you so much for covering the round 4 of the Tiger Run. And we'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks for the pre-race review at Camp Coker.
Yeah, absolutely. Hoping for good conditions, and we'll talk to you then. Be good.
Hey, it doesn't matter. You guys, good conditions to you guys are horrific conditions for me. Everyone was complaining about the rain and stuff. I'm like, bring it on. It don't bother me none. The only thing I don't like about mud is the cleanup. So as long as as long as it's
Yeah, as long as you're not knee deep, let's go.
Oh, that's good. All right, brother. You have a great one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be going live here in just a couple minutes. So if you want to catch that, you can chime in on that as well.
Yeah, who's on?
Joe Tolley from ATV on Demand. Blair Miller was supposed to be, but he asked to put it off for another time because he's traveling for the round in Texas. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
Next week, we're going to have Jeffrey Restrelli.
Oh, cool. Nice to see some new faces and everyone mixing in. And
yeah, well, he's got a resurgence this year, and we're looking for big things from that guy. I mean, he's a seasoned veteran, and he seemed to have found himself.
Yeah, he's got a couple podiums this year, and yeah, looking good.
Exactly. All right, brother. You have a great night. Again, thank you so much for taking care of the race duties there at the GNCCs, and do some training, get some rest, and be ready for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll talk soon, Leonard.
All right, brother. Thank you so much, man.